At him for coming down, I was warning him not to come over because I knew I was right in the kill zone. He didn't listen. Keith was, I remember his name, Campbell, because I saw his camouflage name tag, Campbell, and his words were calming me down. He was talking to me. And then as he started administering first aid, that's when he got hit, shielding me with his body. He got hit. But I had some grenades, and I go, when they come and get me, we're all gonna go, you know. I had them, I said, I'll save those for reserve.
Torres was saved, but Keith Campbell's actions cost him his life. His courage and selfless sacrifice against all odds earned him the Distinguished Service Cross.
If Keith Campbell were sitting right here today, sir, what would you tell him?
I'd tell him thank you very much. Thank you. I'd tell him thank you. Keith, thank you very much.
In the global war on terror, warrior medics face the greatest challenges yet. Whether they're patrolling city streets or the rugged mountains, an unseen enemy will attack without warning or conscience. Coalition forces and civilians are all potential targets, and patience.
It was really hard with the children because I have a child myself, and it kind of put me in the mindset of what if that was my child, and you know, how traumatized that kid's gonna be. The women, it was really hard too because, you know, they have a different culture. They didn't understand what was going on, and it was hard for them to take off their clothes so that we can fix their wounds.
Today, the bond between soldier and the warrior medic has grown closer than ever.
One simple phrase, never leave a fallen man behind. That's what goes to my mind. You cannot leave a fallen comrade. Cannot.
And they have to be very physically hard men and women, and they need to be very, very mentally strong in order to deal with the rigors they're going to face in combat. Corporal Vaccaro was all of that. He was a soldier first.
Corporal Angelo J. Vaccaro was a senior line medic with the 132nd Infantry, 10th Mountain Division in Afghanistan. He was an unforgettable figure and motivator amongst his men. Vaccaro is also the most decorated medic of the War on Terror, with 2 Silver Stars and 2 Purple Hearts.
The first Silver Star that he was awarded, his platoon was pinned down by very, very heavy enemy fire. He was wounded, but what he continued to do was circulate around the platoon to make sure that the soldiers that were wounded were being properly treated.
But he actually had to go through a hail of gunfire uphill while they were under attack to actually get a couple of guys, put them in cover, start treating them. Go back down the hill.
The second incident, he transported men on his back while under fire, you know, again, making himself a target, but he did not let that influence him at all from not accomplishing his job. His priority was to take care of his men.
That day, Vaccaro was killed in action. He had volunteered to conduct a dangerous ground extraction from an ambush in the Korgangal Valley.
Those were his guys. He knows his guys would have ran through fire for him, no questions asked. And Angie was, you know, the type of person that once you earned his respect and you had that and he had your respect, that was something not to be tampered with, especially between people who spilled blood together. That's the ultimate bond that, you know, nobody else will really understand.
I know a lot of the guys that were out there, they took it really bad, and it was months before you would even realize that, hey, this really happened. Vic's not going to be there when we get back.
But Angelo Vaccaro will be remembered for more than just being a decorated hero. He was a tough leader, a fierce competitor, and a bit of a joker.
He was a pretty funny guy. I used to always make fun of him a lot because he'd claim he was from Florida, but he had a real thick Bronx accent. So it was pretty comical, but he kind of kept the spirit alive a lot of times.
Every time I work on a casualty, I work a little harder because he's over my shoulder telling me to continue to push harder. You know, I talked to his family afterwards, and they said he would always be there watching over us.
With developments in technology and skill, today's medics are reducing the number of soldiers killed in action far beyond the imagination of those early caregivers of the two world wars.
If I'm able to take care of one soldier, 2 soldiers, 3 soldiers, whatever, there's a family out there that's going to be happy because their soldier came home.
What the medic brings is a humanity into the unit that that represents what this nation feels about the importance of human life, and what this nation feels about the importance of their sons and daughters that we put in harm's way.
Combat medics don't claim the victories and spoils of war. However, their actions of heroism are remembered. Their names are not forgotten.
We had the regimental reunion in Erie, Pennsylvania about 3 years ago. And this man came up to me and he said, aren't you Dick Lynn? And I said, yeah, I am. And he hugged me and I thought, what the heck's going on? And he said, you know, I'm walking today because you saved my leg. I don't remember this at all. I mean, it was one of those things I treated that I just don't remember. But he was very, very appreciative, and I just thought, boy, I'm glad that in some small way I did the right thing.
America.